Awesome. I'm enjoying me.
Thank you, everyone. Once again, as I said, I really appreciate that everyone are joining live right now. Yes, there were a little bit shortage in terms of time. How would I call it now? Lag. There was some time lag, but we're actually live. We have been live for some couple of minutes. So thank you everyone for actually joining this my book launch event. I really appreciate everyone for joining the book launch event, and it's really um, a very good one that you are here to support me. Really appreciate you. Thank you everyone. So today we are going to be talking about the book that is in front of you, Funding Your Move Abroad. For those that are joining on TikTok, well, we're going to be showing you some things through some other platforms. So you can always go to the YouTube, what they call a link. It will be shared to you on the comment section right now, the YouTube link. And for those that are actually in the process of ordering the books, you can actually also use the link that will be shared on the comment section. So thank you very much. We'll really dive straight into what we have for today. Please, my name is Aziz Shudiru. As you can see on the comment section, Aziz Ola Shudiru, and I'm actually joining you from Ontario, Canada. So let us know where you are joining us from. You understand your name and your location. You can just put it on the comment section, and I'll really appreciate to have that, you understand, on the comment section. So I've just put mine on the comment section. Let me know your own name and location as well to really help us very much in during the presentation and the launch slides. Okay, that being said, let's move on to firstly talking about what we have for today. What do we want to talk about? What is today all about? Firstly, today we are going to be making use of the engaging agenda, which is firstly we'll be welcoming and introducing ourselves, and that is one of the things I'm doing right now. So introduce yourself to us. Let us know where you are joining us from. I see many people on the StreamYard. Some are also joining on the YouTube live. So let us know. Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Sadiq Hassan from Ontario, Canada. Thank you for joining. Really appreciate. Now, who else? Who else? I would like to introduce. Better still, I would like if we can actually see our name, just like I said before, what we do for a living. Do you understand? And like your occupation and your location. That would really help so that we can kind of recognize those that need to be recognized in this session. So I'll start by myself. But before then, let me even talk about the agenda in full. So, overview of the book. We are going to be talking about the book, which is what is basically um, the reason why we are here. We'll talk about author's journey and the behind the scenes. How exactly was the book? First of all, the book was initiated in terms of the thinking process and how it was written. Do you understand? We would also have a live reading session, and we'll have some highlights from the book. Do you understand? Either making use of Amazon or Seller.co, or even you understand the paperback. Also, we'll take some Q&A sessions. Do you understand? Some Q&A sessions where we'll talk about the book in detail, and we would also have some exclusive offers that we'll be sharing for those actually that joined this live session before we now go through the closing and the thank you um, aspect of the book. So, in line with introducing myself and welcoming everyone, let me just talk about myself in details. You understand through the slide. So, I will give you a brief bio about myself. A.O.S. A.O.S stands for Aziz Olaiwaji Shodiru. That is my alias, and I'm a first-time successful Canadian permanent immigrant, or they'll call it permanent resident, a landed immigrant in Canada. I came here from Nigeria, of course, for those who know already. Okay, welcome, Mr. Ridwan Abdul Mumin from Ontario. Thank you very much for joining. And I'm also a current UK master's student and also a graduate diploma immigration law student in Canada. And I'm also an international French language teacher. I teach people French language, you understand, for a living. I'm currently a best-selling author on Amazon, and just recently, I also had the opportunity to become a Canadian publisher, a book publisher on Canada through the ISBN, or the Libraries and Archive Canada. And currently, I'm also a book coach because I'm also training people on how to write, edit, proofread, publish, and also sell books. You understand, through my WPS packages or online courses. So, and I've been opportune to mentor tech experts from 20 plus countries, you understand, both in Africa, in Asia, and even in Europe and the Americas. And I've been able to assist 400 plus students, immigrants, and mentees through that process. And whilst I was in Nigeria, I was a graphic designer initially before I went into web development. And before I left Nigeria for Canada, I was a data scientist as a result of the master's program I did in the UK. And currently, right now, I have a travel business. I'm an owner, a business owner in Ontario, Canada, and it is fully registered under the Ontario Business Registry. So that's a brief about myself. Let us know about yourself. Let us know, as I said, your name, your location, and perhaps you can give us your profession as well and where you are currently working. Or if you don't want your profession, is just fine as a for that. Okay, thank you very much. I see a lot of people joining right now on the StreamYard. I'll be adding you so that should in case you would like to discuss, we would also like to have you. So some of our achievements when it comes to book selling or book publications on Amazon right now, and some of the links are going to be shared on the comment section so that you could also check them out. Now, I'm a bestseller of some of my books on Amazon. You understand? The first book being Rudiments of Publishing, books on Amazon. Many people don't know that I'm a published author even before this book. So that's why we have to actually talk about this. If you go on Amazon right now and you go on my author's page, Aziz Ola Schroeder, the link is actually on the slide right now. You'll see that Rudiments of Publishing, which is the first edition of that book, you understand, is a bestseller on Amazon right now. And it has been on bestseller list for quite some time right now. Also, we have Life Mentorship, which is another bestseller on Amazon. It's talking about, it's kind of my autobiography where I talked about the personal and career lessons that I learned in my life and I've seen people actually, you understand, talk about, which I talked about at length in that book. Let's also 500 Years in a Dream is another book of mine, which I wrote. That was in the year 2021, June 2021. Do you understand? And it's a more or less a kind of wisdom related book. Do you understand? It's a fiction, but it's more or less like a nightmare because it was a book that was initiated by the dream I had, which was really kind of filled with wisdom, which I was able to pen down. You understand? Now, lastly, I also have Achieve Your Outstanding Success, which is another book of mine on Amazon, which is also a bestseller. And I published that April 4th. I think that was even the first book I published. Yes, that was the first book ever that I published, Achieve Your Outstanding Success. Apart from Achieve Your Outstanding Success, the next book I published was Rudiments of Publishing. Do you understand? Followed by what they call it, 500 Years in a Dream. And the last one was Life Mentorship before this new book that we are publishing today. But most all of them became bestsellers at different points of time on Amazon. So if you want to actually get access to any of those books, the links to those books are going to be shared on the comment section, so you can actually go through some of those books on Amazon or on seller.co, any which one you actually prefer. Okay, that being said, let's move on to an overview of the book for today. The book that we are going to be talking about, that we are going to be reviewing, is the Funding Your Move Abroad. Funding Your Move Abroad is the title of the book, but the subtitle of the book is how to plan well, how to migrate, how to make money, and how to migrate to Canada successfully. So For those who don't know about the book yet, this is a short overview before we go in depth through the use of Amazon. We're going to be going live through Amazon to check the book because it's already been published, you understand, and it's available for order. But Funding Your Move Abroad is a comprehensive guide tailored to individuals who are aspiring to migrate. Well, Canada was more or less the case study that we made use of. But apart from Canada, this is a book that you can use to actually migrate anywhere because it would help you to create a sustainable pathway to a new life. You understand, anywhere you are going abroad, while still building your financial stability and independence when you finally land there. Now, it emphasizes, sorry about that, thank you. It emphasizes the importance of being financially prepared. You understand, understanding the Canadian immigration system or any relocation system you are actually part of worldwide, and leveraging the income generating opportunities to actually support your relocation before you actually relocate to Canada or anywhere, and after you finally land in your location. Now, with funding your move abroad, readers will be able to gain not just information, do you understand? General information as we see in many books, but it will give you actionable tools for you to turn your immigration dreams into a well-funded and a successful reality. So that being said, if we have any questions whilst we are taking this, we can always drop it on the comment sections and we'll do justice to actually responding to them as we go through the live um, event. Now, moving on, some of the real life stories that we have had from people that benefited from the nuggets of wisdom in this book is Rashidat Yusuf, who is a successful migrant and an international business consultant. And here she said, "This book is a lifesaver. I followed the strategies and moved to Canada without financial stress." Now, when it comes to moving to Canada, many people would always ask me, maybe for instance, on our email list or even physically, that how would they be able to generate money? They would say, okay, they are looking for sponsors, they are looking for jobs that would actually, you understand, sponsor them to Canada or people that would assist them. And many times the funny thing is the competition is fierce. Do you understand? And people may not be able to help you, especially if you have not helped yourself. So this book is going to show you how you yourself can help yourself, how you can actually source for funds legally by yourself. Do you understand? In order to achieve your relocation goals. So another person, Marufa Babawali, a fashion entrepreneur and the founder of renowned fashion academy, also said an absolute must read if you are planning to move abroad. The money making hacks are priceless. And also, one person also said on social media that Aziz Shoder is both a teacher and a storyteller, sharing the travel experiences and immigration lessons he has learned over the years. And now he has made a name for himself in the travel industry. Now, Sadiq Mustafa also put on LinkedIn that this is very insightful. It will really answer a lot of questions on intending immigrants' mind. Well done, sir. So these are some of the success stories and people that are currently reading the book, some that have read the book, and you understand, because before we launched today, we have had pre-orders, and some people have actually ordered the book. Some people have been having some insights from the book and learning very well from it. Now, but before we go into talking about the book, before we go into Amazon and have some, do you understand, some snippets from the book, I want to talk about my journey, the behind the scenes when it comes to actually writing this book, publishing this book, and putting it out there for people to actually buy. Now, every book has a story, and in fact, this book is not an exception because what inspired me to actually write the book were three major factors. Do you understand? The first factor is my own personal experience. I actually struggled with this when I was coming into Canada. Do you understand? So, as a result of that, the journey that I passed through from the very beginning when I was in Nigeria to when I landed, do you understand? Many of the stories that are in this book are from my own experience, 75% of them. Do you understand? Because I've gone through the process, as I said myself, and I understand the complexities, especially when it comes to financing your own immigration journey. Do you understand the uncertainties that you would always face? Because nothing is ever guaranteed when it's coming to immigration. I do tell our clients that we are opportune to actually teach languages and prepare for language examinations, and nothing is guaranteed. You can prepare so well and still, you understand, still fail. But even when you fail, how can you actually get back on track? That's what basically this book is all about. So it's going to show you how to overcome your financial hurdles and you understand, take some transformative life decisions that would assist you to actually get to where you want to actually be. And funny enough, many of the books that I have always published before, they have been bought mainly by Europeans because many people in the UK buy my books. Do you understand? And the United States markets buy books, but more or less Canadians and Nigerians, I'd say more of Africans, so to speak, have not been buying those books because I don't know, maybe sometimes, as they say, I don't want to believe the wording that they will say, if you want to hide something from an African man, put it in a book. I don't want to believe that. So that is why we actually created this book to help the next set of people, to help others, people that are on their own process of immigrating to Canada. Do you understand? So my clients and even other people that are not my clients, because the stories that people have shared with me when they were coming to Canada, the perseverance, you understand, the questions they ask, frequently asked questions, the gap that I saw, you understand, in the immigration, because many people will tell you about the processes as regards to immigration, they will tell you about what to do, the steps, the guidelines, but sometimes these steps, each step of the immigration process mostly would require financing. Do you understand? So you need to know how to actually get some of those finances the legal way, you understand, in order to haste your immigration abroad. So 50% of this is to help others, and 100% of this is saying this book is a special book. Why? Because it's not just like any other guide. It's not just like most of the books I see in the market right now, because there are a lot of people that have published on Amazon and other places about Canada immigration. But the emphasis has always been on the processes and not the funding. And that is where this book actually comes to actually assist other people that are on that. And even though it's mainly for people that are in the process of immigration, even people that are already in Canada, do you understand? They can actually also gain value from this, because many times there's something they call financial independence, do you understand, or financial freedom. And many times, if you are in these countries, Canada, Australia, US, UK, and places like that, many times people work for the money and they don't allow the money to work for them. And that is where this book comes in, because we're going to show you through an immigrant's perspective how you yourself can actually get prepared for the journey for a new life in Canada. And if you are currently here, how you can benefit, do you understand, from the book and from the wisdoms that have actually been shared in this book to actually set up your life very well and to succeed in Canada. So moving on, um, as I said, some of the insights we're going to be sharing about how, the process I went through when I was writing this book. I do always tell people, just like those people that are already on my online course, do you understand, the WPS online courses that I used to train people on writing, train people on publishing and selling books. I tell them that when it comes to writing, firstly, the first part is the research driven, you understand, aspect of the book, whereby you have to go through some extensive research on writing the book to find out what is prevalent, what is even some of the things you may not know towards that topic of what you are trying to write, from immigration policies to financial planning strategies to entrepreneurial opportunities for newcomers. Just like you actually could have heard me say, I talked about the professions I'm doing. I'm not into the financial, you understand, aspect, even though, yes, I'm a financial modeling evaluation analyst, but I'm not a financial advisor. Do you understand? So I had to go through some research to find out what are the things people are struggling with. Do you understand? So 60% of my writing process was into research. Do you understand? Now, storytelling took about 25% because there I had to gather stories of immigrants that have overcome the challenges related to financing and have built successful lives in Canada, you understand, or other places. So, and some of these, many of these stories are actually inspiring and reminder of why this book is very important, why it does matter. Because sometimes people spend years, I've heard people spend decades, I've heard people actually spend a lot of time before they learn some of the nuggets that this book has to offer. And I don't want it to be that late for people. It's better to actually get to learn it right now before it's late. Do you understand? Or before time. Now, also, balancing roles is another thing I try to do in this book, because as an author, as an entrepreneur, and an immigration student, you understand, with Queen's University, I was trying to balance my professional commitments, you understand, with writing the book. which was a major challenge because I kind of noticed that there has to be a gap between you being a financial advisor, do you understand, and being an immigrant, you understand, myself, or an immigration student. So, however, my dedication is always to help people. So I've been able to actually juggle those roles and to bring up financial solutions, or let me say funding strategies for people that are actually struggling with what this has to offer. Now, overcoming challenges is another thing that I faced in the process of writing this book, because there are some topics that are quite complex. And if you know me very well, you know that I like simplicity. I don't like anything that is complex. You understand? I like simplicity in the terms of bringing complex ideas and simplifying it. And this is what this book is all about. I simplified a lot of dense topics like financial planning, immigration paperwork, entrepreneurial strategies for readers, you understand. But again, I'm not losing depth when it comes to actually um breaking down some of those concepts and notions. Now, maintaining momentum is another thing that I struggled with, because I started writing this book when I started immigrating to Canada, but I didn't finish up until like more than a year that I've landed in Canada. And that showed that I struggled a lot with it, because sometimes the momentum to write is not there for many writers. And it's understandable, because as a writer, as an author, you have a lot of things to juggle with, especially if you're in business or you are going to school or you are actually managing your career. It's not difficult, it's not easy, do you understand, to actually have so many things that you are doing, you understand, and still writing. And I actually understand that I give viable solutions to my students as well, that I actually train in the WPS package. Now, however, the momentum would always come up for me, for instance, because I always try to see how I could be of assistance to people. So sometimes it may be overwhelming, but breaking the work down, you understand, into manageable chunks kept me moving, you understand, moving forward. So that being said, let's now take a live reading of the contents of the book, because I believe that is why many of us are here. We want to know exactly what that book is about. Do you understand? We want to take actionable tips from the book and some major takeaways from some selected chapters. Do you understand? So, just like perhaps you may have already seen on the comment section, do you understand? I would go through the link on the comment section right now to actually see the how would I call it now, the aspects of the book, or the so I'm going to be presenting a slide right now. I'll be presenting a page, rather, a page right now. You can also click on the link yourself to actually go to the Amazon section where we're going to be taking the book from. Okay. So sharing my screen right now. I want to share the screen of Amazon. Do you understand? And the screen of Amazon, as we can see here, it shows that okay, it shows my author page. This is the page where all my books are actually, both the various editions and the new ones, the old ones, they are all listed. They are all listed on this channel, or this link. But let's move on to the first one, which is the one that we are talking about today, funding your move abroad. If you are seeing my screen, put it on the comment section. Let me know that you are seeing it. Do you understand? So if you go on Amazon, this is how you are going to see the book. This is how it's going to be shown to you. So we are going to be looking through, we'll be reading a sample of the book. Do you understand? We'll read a sample of the book. But before we read a sample of the book, I would like to go through the description of the book on Amazon. How exactly is the book? How did the book explain its purpose? Do you understand, on Amazon? And that's very important for us to know. So, funding your move abroad, how to plan well, how to make money, and how to migrate to Canada successfully. It is part of the International Migration book series, number one. So that means more books are going to be coming up on this series that we are going to be writing. You understand? And as I do tell my students that are under the WPS package, if you want to be part of my journey, how I'm writing books, learn how to write books, how to publish and sell books, just like I am also doing, then you can always take me up on it. We'll still talk about my package soon later, but let's focus on the book. So, as it states, are you dreaming of moving to Canada, but worried about the financial burden? This book is your roadmap to funding a successful, stress-free migration. Now, in funding your move abroad, seasoned immigration and citizenship law student Aziz Shuderu provides a step-by-step guide to help you navigate the financial side of your migration journey with confidence and ease. With over 10 years of experience in guiding individuals through successful international moves, Aziz Shuderu combines proven strategies and practical guidelines that make funding your dream to move to Canada achievable no matter your current financial situation. Now, inside, you will discover how to one, create a migration budget, develop a comprehensive financial plan tailored to your move. So you have tailored to your move. So you have never cut off, so you are never caught off guard, rather, by unexpected expenses. Two, explore untapped income sources because some of the things that affect immigrants is that they don't know how to make money themselves. That's just the truth. Many people, sorry, they focus on rich brothers, you understand, wealthy uncles and sisters and aunties abroad, but they don't know how they themselves, no matter how where you are, because I've gone through this process. Do you understand? So I will show you how from freelancing opportunities to remote jobs, some of the locations you want to go abroad, you want to go, you can get remote works, remote jobs, understand, without necessarily leaving your base yet. And that could actually financially cushion the effect of immigration for you. So you will learn possible, powerful ways, do you understand, to boost your income as you prepare for your move. Three, you would also be able to save smartly and strategically. Get insider tips on how to maximize your savings without sacrificing your quality of life. Because for me, I like soft life. Anything that would stress my life, I don't like it. You understand? So you don't need to so much suffer to immigrate, or say because you want to immigrate you are not going to take care of your health. So you are going to learn how to actually do it strategically. For you learn how to navigate the Canadian immigration process. Do you understand? Understanding the steps to take, understanding the paperwork, understanding the visa options, and also making the migration process smooth and straightforward for you. You would also learn how to ensure financial stability post move. So when you are finally landed in the country you want to actually relocate to, you will learn the practical advice on managing your finances upon your arrival to ease your transition into what, into the Canadian life. So with real world examples, actionable worksheets for those who actually get access to our pre-order bonuses, and bonus resources like downloadable checklist, budget templates, you would be able to use funding your move abroad, the book, you understand, which is a comprehensive toolkit designed to guide you through every step of your financial journey to Canada. Whether you are moving for work, for family reunification, or to even get new opportunities, this book would equip you with the financial clarity, the confidence needed, you understand, to make your migration dreams a reality, and it will help you get ready to transform what? To transform your move abroad from a daunting expense into a well planned investment in your future. So let's scroll up and grab your copy, you understand, while still reading Funding Move Abroad today, and start planning your Canadian journey with confidence. So, as I said, we are going to be reading a sample, and the sample of the book will start from the front matter. So, we'll talk about the table of content, you'll see what is on the book. Do you understand? And we'll take a chapter of the book as a sample that we are going to read. So, let me know if you are seeing all this, if it is very well written, if it is very well legible, rather. Do you understand? Let me know in the comment sections. Let's interact. I'll be asking people questions. I'll be asking you questions. I want this to be an interactive session. I just don't want to be the only person talking. Do you understand? So if you're on StreamYard or if you are on YouTube, do you understand? Let me know if you are actually hearing me. Do you understand? Okay, that being said, so funding your move abroad, how to plan well, make money, and migrate to Canada successfully. Let's now go into the book proper. So, from what we have here, it states funding your move abroad. It gives, oh, okay, sorry, I made a mistake. Let me go back to the sample. Okay, I think I'll use, my, okay, now, so this is the copyright page. Now, the dedication of the book, as I said, this book is dedicated to who now? To all immigrants who want to relocate to Canada or elsewhere and need to learn how to make money to start their visa documentation, their applications, and processing from scratch. My mission is always to assist thousands of immigrants better their lives and build their careers or businesses profitably anywhere they are. So, I, as a travel educator and life mentor, would like to use this book to motivate you to not let finances restrict your desire, you understand, to move abroad and really get the best greener pastures you so desire. Do you understand that you want to get out of this? So now moving on, this is the table of contents. In the table of contents, as you could see, firstly, apart from the front matter, which is title page, copyright page, dedication and acknowledgement, the first aspect of it is introduction. Why ethical financial planning is key for your successful move to Canada. Now, the book is parted into different parts, different sections, like about five different sections. So the first part is planning for your move abroad, planning for your move to Canada. If you want to come to Canada, how well do you have to plan to migrate to Canada? And in that part, we have three chapters. In the first chapter, understanding the Canadians' immigration costs, all the costs as regards to moving abroad. Two, creating a realistic budget for your what? For your immigration. Number three, building your financial roadmap. Do you understand? What do you need to actually do? What do you need to have to move to Canada in terms of finances? Is going to be talked about how is going to be talked about in that chapter. Do you understand? And how to actually strategize and bring up a roadmap and a strategy and a plan for yourself. Now, part two. There we are going to be talking about making money to fund your move. Okay, when you know that, okay, these are the things you need to focus on, you have laid out a plan for yourself that, okay, this is what I want to achieve. These are the monies, the costing, the amounts that I will spend from the beginning to the end. Because sometimes many people will always ask, how much do I need to actually relocate abroad? And at the result of that, they will be so discouraged because from even hearing millions, most times, they will be so discouraged and will not even get back, you understand, to actually work on their immigration because they you don't understand that it is not just about knowing the cost, but it's about knowing how to actually get the cost, how to, you understand, walk your way towards, you understand, managing those finances. So part two, we will talk about making money for your move, and under that particular section or path. Okay, thank you, Mrs. Anayo and Nike from Enugu. Congratulations, boss. Thank you very much. Under that, the chapter 4, we'll talk about earning more, how to earn more, because of course, what you are earning may not be enough for you to relocate abroad. I do tell people when you are working, especially a low wage job, you may not be able to, that may not suffice enough for you to actually use to migrate abroad. So you may need to make more money to actually move abroad. Chapter 5, we'll talk about government grants, financial aids, and scholarships you can get to actually use to cushion the cost of relocating abroad. Many people know about scholarships, but you don't know that apart from scholarships, there are also some grants that you can get, some financial aid you can get, and we'll talk in details about that. Chapter 6 will also talk about family, friends, and community support. Some people think about just their family members when it comes to relocating abroad, or just their friends, or even a combination of family and friends. But sometimes you may need strategies to learn how to approach community people to actually support you, people that may not necessarily be your family members or your friends. And we'll talk about how, you understand, some of us have used our communities, how some of us have actually given something back, because life is all about give and take. Do you understand? You cannot just expect someone to give you something without you being willing to give something back in return. So we'll explain to you how to go about sourcing funds from your community and how to do it ethically. Now, part three, we'll talk about the financial strategies for immigrants moving to Canada. And there, there's a difference between when before you move, during the process of your movement, we'll talk about it. During the process where you have already started, because sometimes we see that a lot of people get discouraged when they are at the process of their immigration. But because maybe, for instance, they feel that your tears the first time, they already, and most times it's not only about emotional, you understand, discouragement, but sometimes it's financial, you understand, financially driven. Because if you don't have money to actually reduce some things, you may be, you understand, you may feel that you don't really need to do this again. So chapter 7, we'll talk about money making strategies via visa types. Because if you are coming in as a study permit holder, there are ways you can earn money. If you are coming in as a work permit holder, there are ways you can earn money. As a visitor, there are ways you can earn money. As a permanent resident, there are ways you can earn money. As a business, you understand, visa holder, there are ways you can earn money. As an entrepreneur, you understand, or as an investor, there are ways you can earn money. So we are going to be taking all those levels, all those types of income brackets, you understand, or professionals coming into Canada, and how you can leverage, you understand, the visa that you are in the process of getting, or you have gotten, or you are already in Canada and you want to actually use it to get more money. We are going to explain some of those. Now we'll talk about securing loans and finances for immigration. Many people know about loans, but sometimes financing is another way to, you understand, get those funds that you need for your immigration. And we'll talk about that too. We'll talk about how to use investment income to fund your move. Because sometimes, you understand, some of the ways that I, for instance, invest my money. Do you understand? Some people don't even think about it. And these are ways that sometimes when I'm sleeping, just like yesterday, the first day, or I use it, I think this morning, even this morning, I woke up to money and I was so happy because, you understand, sometimes you don't expect those monies, those checks and everything, but when you see it, you'll be so happy that yes, even if you don't work, you have passive income that is coming in, you understand, that you can actually use to, you understand, fund your life. So we'll talk about that. We'll also talk about chapters 10, saving strategies for your what? For your successful move. How to save well. Because when it comes to savings, many people don't know that savings and investments kind of work together, but we would also show you how you can actually use, do you understand, the opportunities that you get to save to benefit your immigration. Now, part 4 is where you would navigate financial challenges during your immigration and after your immigration. Some people migrate to Canada, and because they have migrated to Canada so much, they have sold their properties at home, they have done so many things. When they now come to Canada, rather, when they come to Canada, they will not have funding, you understand, to actually cater for themselves. Like proof of funds, for instance, may be depleting so fast that they are not able to actually even get jobs quickly too. So we'll talk about how to manage financial setbacks. You understand? Settling in Canada, we'll talk about managing your finances even post move. Because let me give you a particular instance. For me, for instance, I have never worked a day in Canada. Do you understand? In terms of working for someone, I've never done it. How have I been able to never work a day? You understand? Going to work for maybe Walmart or all this construction or all these people. Even my common law partner has never worked a day. How has she never worked? There are ways to actually combat it. And based on my own experiences, just like I've said before, I have been able to battle those setbacks, and I've seen how, you understand, you yourself can actually battle it, you understand, and become successful on the long run. Okay, congratulations, Papa. More success from Renowned Fashion. Thank you very much. Really appreciate. That's one of my mentees. Thank you very much for joining. Now, also, we are going to talk about how generating income in Canada, and this is golden. In fact, if you don't learn anything from this book, chapter 13 is one of the major things you need to know. One, because many people will come into Canada and realize that their income stream from back home has been cut off because they are here physically. And because you are here physically, one of the greatest things that happened to me in Ilorin, Kwara State, Nigeria, was that before I left my academy, my language academy, I had to fold it up because of, you understand, some issues. But moving my academy from physical location to online location is one of the best decisions I ever made in my life. Because with that, I was able to actually keep on making money anywhere I am. You understand? And I've traveled, like this year, for instance, I traveled to some locations, and me traveling out of even Canada that I am a permanent resident in does not stop the money from coming in. And that is where You understand? Financial literacy comes in. So we are going to be dedicating you how to generate income yourself. Do you understand? Whilst you are in Canada without, you understand, struggling so much, you understand, like how you did in your home country. Now, part five, we'll talk about long-term financial success, because it's not just only about making money. Some of the things I do, some of the businesses I do, some of the investments I have, I am not just thinking about the now. Do you understand? I am not just thinking about what I can do right now in terms of, or how much I can make right now in terms of money. I am also thinking about chapter 14, building wealth in Canada. Do you understand? And not just riches, because there's always a difference between riches and wealth. I've talked about that also in some of my books, and you can also read that to learn more about it. I'll talk about how to build sustainable wealth. Do you understand? A wealth that you will be able to actually make use of anytime you need it. Do you understand? Chapter 15 will talk about financial independence as a new immigrant. In fact, in this chapter 15, there's one wonderful story I talked about, and that story was about the richest person. You understand? The richest immigrant in the whole of humanity. And this is one research that, in fact, I pride myself on, because I had to find out, you understand, and learn from his own principles. How was he able to become the richest person, having been, even not just Bill Gates, they don't have more money more than him. So how exactly was he able to actually become financially independent? We will talk about that in the book. Now, conclusion: your journey to Canada starts with financial success. That's just the truth. Because if you don't have money, some of the things that Canada will require from you will just be vexing you. I was in that stage. When I was in Nigeria, I was in that stage when, in fact, when I see, because I wrote the IELTS 3 times, for instance, as I do tell my clients, I wrote TEF Canada 3 times. Do you understand? I wrote 8 examinations, because I wrote 2 French diplomas. I wrote 8 examinations. You understand? From France, from Canada, from, you understand, Nigeria. So I understand it when sometimes you don't get what you are looking for quickly. It becomes frustrating. I understand you. Do you understand? But that is where you need to know that your financial success, it starts from when you decide to actually journey to Canada. And I will show you that, you understand, in this book. So bonus materials is going to be added to the book, or has already even been added. And we are still going to give people, for those that actually joined this launch session, you understand, we would also give you some bonus, some exclusive bonuses, exclusive offers for just you that actually joined. Now, about the author is also on the book. Praise for the author, books by this author. You understand, about A.O.S group of companies, the companies that I actually you understand, the founders, and resources that you also would get. So introduction, that's the first thing we have of this book. Introduction to the book. You understand why ethical financial planning rather, is key for a successful move to Canada. Why is it successful? Why is it required? What is the importance of you having this financial planning? Why do you need this financial planning? Now, the decision to move abroad, especially to a country as dynamic and opportunity filled as Canada, is often one of the most life-changing experiences a person can undertake. And I'm a testimony to that. It is so, you understand, it is one opportunity that, no matter what people say in the media, if you do not come, you will not understand. It's when you come, you understand it. You understand? So whether it's for better career opportunities or prospects, a safer environment, or access to world-class education and healthcare, the allure of Canada continues to attract thousands of immigrants every year. However, while the dream of living in a new country can be exciting, the journey to making that dream a reality requires more than just determination and paperwork. It demands ethical financial readiness. Migrating to Canada isn't just about meeting visa requirements or finding a job in your new homeland. From the moment you decide to relocate, costs begin to pile up. Whether it's immigration application fees, gathering and certifying documents, or even sometimes as simple as securing plane tickets, every step has a financial component. Beyond these initial expenses, there are also significant costs associated with settling into a new country, finding housing, securing transportation, and covering living expenses until you are able to establish a stable income. Without careful and ethical financial planning, what should be an exciting transition can quickly turn into an overwhelming burden. Financial preparedness can make all the difference between a smooth transition and a stressful one. This book, Funding Your Move Abroad: How to Plan Well, Make Money, and Migrate to Canada Successfully, is designed to guide you through the process of financially preparing for your move. From understanding the full scope of the costs involved and exploring ways to generate and save money before and after your move, we will cover every aspect of securing the necessary funds legally. We would help you answer questions like: how much money do you need to save? What are the unexpected costs to watch out for? How can you maintain financial stability during your transition period? This book is structured in three parts. First part, we would guide you through the planning phase, helping you map out your financial goals and develop a strategic, realistic budget for your move. Second, we would delve into various strategies to generate extra income, whether through investments, freelancing, or side businesses, to ensure you can confidently fund your immigration. Lastly, we will cover the practicalities of securing and managing your funds after the transition, providing tips on how to ensure your money stretches as far as possible once you have arrived in Canada. By the end of this book, you'll be equipped with the knowledge and tools to make informed financial decisions that will smooth out your path to a new life in Canada. Financial readiness is not just about saving money, it's about creating a strategy that ensures your move anywhere abroad is sustainable, stress free, and successful. Together, let's plan, save, and migrate wisely. Now, I think that's enough in terms of the experts that we are going to talk about. The other one is the overview of the immigration journey, and many people may not be migrating to Canada. Do you understand? So I will not really talk about it as regards what they call it, Canada. So, importance of ethical financial readiness for your smooth transition. Let's talk about that. We said financial readiness is the backbone of any successful move abroad. When relocating to Canada, being financially prepared means having the resources to handle both expected and unexpected expenses, which can make the difference between a smooth transition and a stressful, overwhelming experience. We said one of the first financial considerations is the immigration application process. Apart from all the various fees involved, there is always a need of maintaining proper ethical standards. In my own understanding, the way you make money and migrate really does matter, because any wrong money you have, that's why we talked about ethical financial planning and making money. If you don't make money the right way, at the end of the day, you may later regret it. So it is very much important to hence save and invest funds in a legal way in order not to affect their chances of settling in Canada or any other country abroad. The Canada immigration application will also be assessed for financial and other kinds of criminality charges in terms of police clearance certificates from all countries that you have lived and mostly worked physically. Hence, being on the right side of the law when it comes to making money is as necessary as trying to move overseas successfully. Now, moreover, upon arrival, you might still want to continue with your money making activities in Canada, and it is much more paramount to conduct yourself and gather legal funds so that you don't have any issues with the law in your new country of residence. Local scams and international fraudulent transactions may make you become ineligible to relocate and even stay back lawfully in your new country. So, if you want to travel out of your home country, be ready to trade lawfully, transact ethically with other immigrants, businesses, and customers or clients around you or even online. And that is how basically many of us make money. We make money with three sets of people. We make money with immigrants, we make money with businesses, we make money with customers. Do you understand? Another clientele. either be it online or physically. Now, without a stable ethical financial foundation, these costs and mindset readiness are crucial so that turning your dream into reality will be an exciting transition and not a financial or ethical burden. Now, beyond the immediate expenses, financial readiness means having a safety net to support yourself during your first few months in Canada. It may take time to secure a job, just like we said, especially if you need to have your credentials recognized or adapt to the Canadian, you understand, job market. During this period, you will need enough savings to cover your living expenses, you understand, rent, food, utilities, transportation, and other day-to-day costs without relying on credit, do you understand, or dipping into emergency funds. Moreover, financial readiness also includes being prepared for the unexpected. You might face delays in not only finding employment but also incurring medical costs, you understand, needing to upgrade your skills to better match the demands of what the Canadian job market. These challenges are easier to navigate if you have a well-structured financial plan in place. Ultimately, being financially ready through provides peace of mind, because that's all what we just need. Even while you are relocating abroad, you want peace of mind. So it allows you to focus on the excitement and opportunities of starting a new life in Canada rather than being preoccupied with how to make ends meet. This book will guide you through the strategies and tools to not only plan for these expenses, but also to build a robust financial cushion that ensures your move to Canada is sustainable and stress-free. With the right preparation, you can take control of your financial future and make your transition to Canada a smooth and successful one. So with that, we come to the end of our brief review of the book, Funding Your Move Abroad. If we have any questions at this level, we can always ask whilst we go back to the slides of the day. Now, we are done with the slides of the day. Do you understand? And for those that were part of us, saw that we read a very captivating excerpt in the book. So let's discuss our key takeaways and actionable tips, you understand, from the selected chapter. And I want everyone to participate. Do you understand? Let me know, what did you learn from what we read? Do you understand? What can you talk about? Do you understand? I, for instance, one of the things I learned in, you understand, the book, or in the chapter that we read, the introduction, the introductory aspect, is the importance. I learned the importance of you being financially ready, the importance of you having something that would make money for you before you actually land in Canada. I learned that if you don't come to Canada, if you don't use the funds that you need to, or if you don't get the funds that you need to come to Canada with, you understand, ethically, it may further even affect your opportunities whilst you land in Canada. It may affect your, you understand, your visa status in Canada. So you have to be very careful with that. What else did we learn from that? Please, you can put it on the comment section, or if you're on StreamYard, you can also talk about it. Do you understand? On audio. So guest speakers and the endorsements. Please, if we have any guest speaker amongst us, this is the time we would like you to talk about the book. You understand? You can talk about the book as we are having the session right now. Do you understand? So that so I would invite, for any of those that are part of us now, I will invite an expert, you understand, or a past mentee or a reader to actually share insights from the book's theme. You can also talk about it by just dropping a chat message, or you can talk about it by, you understand, speaking on the what do you call it now, on the StreamYard. So let's go with the first person, Mr. Ridwan Abdul Mumin from Ontario. Are you active right now? Are you available? Would like to have you. Or Mr. Sadiq Hassan from Ontario, Canada. Any of you that are available, I would really like to have what you have to say. Okay, Mr. Sadiq Hassan said, I learned about being intentional and planning accordingly when we want to migrate. Thank you very much for that. Really appreciate you for that. And how do you see the entirety of the book in terms of the table of contents we talked about? Do you understand all the contents of the book that we explained that the book entails? What, give us an endorsement of that book if you wish to. Okay. We also have Mrs. Maureen. If Chuku, we can have you if you have anything to say about the book, or even renowned fashion. Renowned fashion. You can also drop a comment, or anyone that is on the StreamYard, you can also contribute right now. Or even whilst we are even having the webinar session, you understand the launch, you can always still talk about that whilst I move to the next thing. So QA session. Let's ask any questions we may have as regards the book. Do you understand? And I will be going on TikTok right now to actually get any contribution from people that we are on the TikTok as well. So it's not just gonna be um, so someone has Dre 3876, Jamaica, Canada. Okay, he said, what do you make money with? Okay, that's a very good one. I love that question. What do I make money with? So I'll put it on the comment section of what they call it now, the YouTube, so that every other person can actually see that. Now, someone's asked me, what do you make money with on TikTok? Thank you, Drake, for that. Now, when it comes to myself, I have various streams of income that I could actually make money with. But I'll start with when I was in Nigeria, when I was in my home country. One of the things I was making money with, you understand, that I'm still currently making money with, do you understand, is language teaching. I teach people languages. Do you understand? I own a language school, an online school, whereby we prepare people for internationally recognized exams like IELTS, like TOEFL, like TEF Canada, TCF Canada, CELP, PT, and things like that. You understand? We train people on languages like English language, French language, and the rest. We also help people to work on their career development. So you understand? I'm a mentor on mentorcolor.org and also a mentor on micromentor.org. And those are two platforms that I actually use to train, you understand, and to mentor people. You understand? Business entrepreneurs. Do you understand? Some are for free and some are for a fee. And I also mentor, do you understand, people that want to actually write books, people that want to publish books, and people that want to sell books. Do you understand? Through my website, um, at aosacademy.com. So if you go on aosacademy.com, you would see some of the online courses that I have there. We have about 36 different online courses right now where we use to actually train people and make money from. Also, I am also a published author. Do you understand? Because this book, for instance, that we are sharing today is talking about the books that I've published. And I'm a best-selling author as well. You understand? I'm self-published. Do you understand? That means I don't work with any publisher. I'm my own publisher. Yes, that's another thing. Based on Canadian standards and part of Library and Archives Canada, I am currently a publisher on Canada. I'm recognized. I have my ISBN prefix, and I am allowed to actually publish more than 100 books in a year. Do you understand? And I have a lot of books on Amazon and Stellar.co, whereby I actually make money. I make royalties, you understand? Royalties from those books, you understand, on a monthly basis. So whether I'm working or not, those books are there. And I have about 4 different formats that I use to make money. I make money on ebooks, I make money on paperbacks, I make money on hardcovers, and soonest another collection is coming from audiobooks. So on Audible, on, you understand, Apple, on Google Play, on Google Books, I would also be making money, you understand, right from this year. So those are part of the ways I make money. So I hope I've been able to answer that question. That's a very good question. Thank you very much. So Mrs. Maureen Chuku said, learned that it's good to plan accordingly and patiently. So okay, thank you very much for that. Really appreciate you. So do we have any questions again from any other person? You understand? Mr. Dre, we just answered his own question. Really appreciate that question. So I'm also checking on TikTok if we have any questions. But on YouTube, we can also get to hear from anyone that is actually there right now to, you understand, ask questions. Okay, without wasting much time, because we have really taken a lot of time, let's move on to the next slide. So for those who actually joined my book launch today, I have the attendees exclusive offers for you. So if you really appreciate what you saw, do you understand, and you want to actually get the copies of your own book, do you understand, I actually have some offers for those who actually are willing to get the books. So one of the first offers I have for those who order the book today is a 20% discount. Do you understand? Because we have the pre-order discount that we are giving people. You understand? And it's still going to last for today before it actually goes off. Do you understand? So anything you buy, if you buy a book, you get a 20% discount. You understand? Um, and with that, you'll be able to actually save on your, you understand, purchase. Now, secondly, we would also give you a 10% bundle deal discount. Do you understand? That is, if you buy one copy for yourself and you get a 10% off on your second copy to share with someone. So if you have someone else you want to actually get the book for, that you know who is also planning their Canadian journey, or they are already in Canada, because most times if you are still not yet out of Canada, or even if you are planning your life in Canada, you still need to learn about how to make money whilst in Canada through the book. So you can also get 10% discount if you are actually buying it for any other person, whether it be on Amazon or on seller.co. Do you understand? Now, 100% extra bonuses for everyone that actually buys the book, whether you buy it yourself or you buy it for someone, you would get our extra bonuses. The three extra bonuses you'll get is the Canada Move Planning worksheets. Do you understand? The worksheet that I created for those that are actually planning to move to Canada or elsewhere, any other country. Two, budgeting and savings guide for you to budget well and to save well. Do you understand? That will be sent to your what they call it now. It will be sent um to your email. Do you understand? So that's why we on my website, because I have my own personal website where you can just go to azizshoderu.com. When you go to azizshoderu.com, you'll be able to actually sign up, and once you sign up, you have access to those extra bonuses. Now, income generation quick start checklist is the third bonus you would have access to, that would help you to actually fine tune how you would source for funds, how you would make money, and how you'll be able to actually afford your immigration to Canada or elsewhere. So I'm so happy for that. If you really want to have access to those offers, then please kindly check through the link, or go through the link that will be shared with you now, the Amazon link or the seller link, to actually get access to the books that are available right now for purchase. They are available right now. You understand, it's today that is officially the date, the day we launch it. Do you understand? So you can order your book right now, you understand, through those platforms. Do you understand? In order to get access to them. So I really appreciate if I see anyone or people that actually order here that we can actually talk about. Do you understand? Okay, now moving on. We also have, for those um okay, these are the links. These are the links for those who are online right now. So these are the links again. I'm going to share it on the comment section so that you have it, or the central link, which is my website, azizshoderu.com. When you go to azizshoderu.com, these links are there. You'll be able to choose whether be it Amazon, whether be it seller.co, or books to read. And that's because the books are actually published, you understand, wide. They are published through various libraries, because as I said, I'm now a publisher, you understand, in Canada. So I have access to many libraries. You can see it in libraries, you can see it in what they call it now, in book distribution centers, in, do you understand, bookstores and places like that. So order your book through my website azizshoderu.com right now. Now let's move on. Thank you very, very much for everyone that actually joined right now. Please, once you get the book, please don't forget to leave us an honest review of the book. You understand, on Amazon or on seller.co. I know some Nigerians or Africans may not be able to access Amazon, so you can buy your own copy on seller.co. Do you understand? It allows more Africans and Nigerians to be able to purchase the book. So once you actually buy the book, please don't forget to actually leave an honest review of the book. Do you understand? That would really go a long way to let other people know about the book and actually get access to it. So for those who know me already, you can get me on social media as well, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, You understand? LinkedIn, TikTok, Aziz Shuderu or Aziz Ola Shuderu is my name there. Do you understand? Now, you can go on the website as I said as well, azizshuderu.com. Do you understand? You can click on the link to actually have a talk with me session with. You can actually call me. Do you understand? Through the link, talk with me on my website. Do you understand? You can book a consultation to actually learn more about anything you'd like. And please don't forget, grab your copy. Do you understand? The days that are left for the what they call it, the pre-order sales is just 3 days. After 3 days, it's going to be off. So kindly grab your copy, leave an honest review. We really, really value your feedback and would like you to share your experience and what you learned from those books. You understand? You can get any of the formats, just like I said. You can get your ebook. You can get to actually read it online. You can get the paperback. You can get the what? You can get the hardcover. And soonest, we are going to be also adding the audiobook on Amazon and all other Apple stores and you understand Google Play stores as well for you to be able to listen to the book. You understand whilst you actually read as well. So thank you very much, everyone. Do you understand? Don't forget to get your copy. You understand in order to have access to the launch perks and exclusive bonuses. And I do hope to actually hear from you. Thank you very much once again, and do have a nice time ahead. So, the link again to actually publish, to actually order the book is azizshuderu.com. That's my website, azizshuderu.com. When you go azizshuderu.com, you'll be able to what? You'll be able to actually order the book. Or you can even go on Amazon. Some people like just streamlining on Amazon. You can go on Amazon, just click on funding your move abroad on Amazon, and you would have access, you understand, to the book or seller.co, you understand, through those links. Okay, Mrs. Maureen Nkiru said, congratulations to you. Thank you very much, very, very much, man. I really appreciate. We really appreciate everyone for joining. Thank you once again. I don't take you for granted. Thank you for taking time, you understand, to actually join this wonderful session. And I do hope to hear from you about the book, you understand, later. Bye for now, everyone.